What we're looking at here today is two 52-inch Craftmade Decorative ceiling fans. These fans here are from the early to mid 1990s, 3-speed electrically reversible. The fans are in a green and antique brass finish, which is pretty unusual. If I'm not mistaken, these fans here are probably a special order kind of thing, because I don't think green and antique brass was a finish option on the box. You know, the decorative was offered in a slew of different finishes, but I think the only thing that closely resembled this would have been green and polished brass. They never had the option for green and antique brasses. This was likely a custom order fans, you know, for a certain customer, certain installation, something like that. These fans were dual installed in the same room. As you can tell, the fans are 4 or 5 blade adaptable. I do have the 5th blade for the fan in the back. Like I said, I believe these fans are installed in the same room. They also had a original Craftmade style light kits on them as well, but I didn't decide to put them on. Just for testing like this, I just used to just put the fans up themselves. So, the Craftmade Decorative used the 153mm motor, blade pitched around 12 degrees. These are both manufactured by Fan Thing, which was the OEM for Craftmade in those times, and maybe even today. I'm not really too sure, but we'll go ahead and start the 5 blade one up first, then we'll use the 4 blade one up second, then we'll run both up at the same time. Start this one up on low. The blades on the fan are non-reversible. They're green on both sides. And as you can tell, they have the decorative designer style rounded tip blades, which was an option you can get. Take it up to medium. Fans run pretty quietly. No bearing noise, which is always a good. And here's high. Decent performer on high speed, probably doing around maybe in the ballpark of 185, 190 RPM. Like I said, 4 blade pitch is 12 degrees, so it's a decent air mover. Not as powerful as a CXL, but still decent in its own way. Go and watch this one coast, and we'll go and start with the 4 blade one. This is low speed on the 4 blade fan. Like typical, it's going to spin a little bit faster. Take it up to medium. For those who watched my previous dual install videos, then you notice I've always have a problem putting two 52-inch fans in this spot with the the exception of, or what I'm trying to say is, well, since the blades hit each other if they're installed on the same length down rod like this. Thankfully, these here actually have about a 1/2 inch clearance, so it's real close, but at least it clears, so I can do this without having to use a longer down rod on the different fan. Keep the heights different so they clear. And here's high on this fan. Probably doing around 190. Airflow is a tad bit more powerful than the 5-blade one, but otherwise pretty much the same. And here's the 5-blade back on. So here's both fans on high. Turn it back down to medium. And back down to low. Yeah, we'll go ahead and watch both of them coast back down. The 5th blade on the 4-blade fan actually has a replacement blade bracket. So I guess it broke or got bent somehow in the past, and they had it replaced. The only problem is it seems like either it's cast different than these original ones, or this bend as well, but it threw the fan completely off balance when I tried to use it in the 4-blade configuration. So I swapped it out with the other original bracket, and these fans run pretty smoothly, no wobble really. Even though this blade does look pretty much the same, so I'm not too sure it might have got bent as well, who knows. I mean, it should be the identical bracket really, but I can tell you it's a replacement. And as the 4-blade one comes to a stop here, we'll go ahead and end things off here. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video on these two 52-inch green and antique brass Craftmade decorative ceiling fans from the early 90s. So once again, I thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll be seeing you next time.